The fact that Yasir Arafat, the terrorist leader of the PLO, died a billionaire is proof that there will never be peace between the Israelis and the Palestinians. Why do y'all think that under Donald Trump there was relative peace between Palestine and Israel? 4 years of relative quiet. This despite the fact that the left had condemned Trump's move of the American embassy to Jerusalem, stating that it would lead to massive violence, that there would never be peace because of that. Why, under Trump, did none of that occur? Once again, Yasir Arafat died a billionaire. Why did he die a billionaire? Because every time that they made an incursion into Israel where they sent suicide bombers in, Israelis would respond. And then the Palestinians would propagandize and put the fact that, oh, our poor us and our poor children. And yes, definitely the poor children that you put in harm's way, Yasir, knowing that Israel was going to retaliate, knowing that you weren't going to accept the peace deal because it was more profitable for you and your cohorts not to. Because the money floods in. The moment that you show dead bodies of children sprinkled with toys before you take the photograph that you bring in order to tug at the heartstrings of good-hearted Americans. And they send you money. Well, that wasn't going to happen under Donald Trump. You were not going to be rewarded for your misbehavior. Suddenly, Joe Biden comes in. What's one of the first things that he does? He opens up the purse strings. Your money, American taxpayers' money, is going to the West Bank PLO, which has Mahmoud Abbas, their leader, who's in the 15th year of a 4-year term. They always find a reason not to hold elections. When Hamas came to power, they did hold a free and clear election on the Gaza Strip. Hamas came to power, killed any potential political rival, and have never held an election since. This is what goes on. The money gets distributed at the top. And with Joe Biden in power and the American money once again flooding in, hey, we can get money. It's an extortion racket. And as long as the money continues to flow and they are rewarded for launching rockets into Israel. And Israel, of course, has the right to defend itself as a nation. Even Joe Biden said that, despite the fact that the American left says, no, you guys need to just suck it up and you guys try to tolerate all the dead Israelis and the dead Israeli Arabs, that some of them got killed during this barrage of rockets that were taken out by, partially at least, the Iron Dome. But this is the American left saying, no, Israelis, you gotta just suck it up. You gotta just mind your dead because you know the poor Palestinian people. Yes, the poor Palestinian people who unfortunately have rulers that are terrorists and want to wipe Israel off the face of the earth. And that is in their charter, according to Hamas. And they want every single Jew on earth dead. This is the Hamas objective. Kill all the Jews. So, you want to side with them? I understand that you don't want the average Palestinian to suffer at behest of their leaders, but then there has to be a concerted effort to get this terrorist leadership out of there. Otherwise, this will continue. And as long as the Biden administration continues to reward Hamas, as long as they send money to Iran as a deterrent for not getting the bomb, as Biden has indicated that he wants to get back into the Iranian nuclear deal, and at that time, they loaded pallets of U.S. cash on the plane and delivered it to the Iranians essentially as a bribe, who then reward their allies at Hamas because Israel is the most hated government in the world to the Iranians, to many of the Arab states surrounding. And again, the money will continue to flow from Iran, from the good-hearted Americans that think that they're doing good. So that's why under Donald Trump, with no funds, no rewards, for committing these terrorist activities that are going to lead to negative ramifications on the Gaza Strip, that's why you didn't see any of these actions. Follow the money. Follow the money. Follow the money. And there's your answer. Peace and blessings. If you guys have a thought, a comment, leave it below and thumb up this video. And if you're new, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Peace and blessings.